A couple weeks ago, I put out this video right over here, and I had updated all the nodes I'd recently purchased and just given highlights and updates for each individual project. One of those projects that I did not give too much information at the time was for Sonic. Since then, there's been quite a few updates for the platform itself and user growth. So I want to make sure I highlight some and give you some of those details right now. What Sonic has done is they've released the very first Web3 TikTok app player. So what this is allowing them to do is integrate games into the TikTok platform. So if you're not familiar with tapping apps and tapping games, they exploded over the summer, mostly on Telegram. Notcoin was one of them. And what they did is they were able to grow their user base to over 300 million daily active users playing these games. So it's a great way to gain exposure and also bring people over to your platform. Sonic is attempting to mimic this type of growth using a game called Sonic X, and they released this on TikTok. So what I'll do is I'm going to link that game down in the description below if you want to check it out. And I actually have it loaded on my phone. So this is a pretty big deal because one of the main things that they're doing is they're getting exposure to the TikTok platform, which has over 1 billion monthly active users, which is incredible. The game itself is actually pretty basic. I'm just going to pop it up over here on the screen. So here is the game. It's very basic. All you have to do is tap on the Sonic button and you're just trying to get as many points as possible. Signing into any app sometimes is quite a bit of a process, but you can see right now, it only takes a few seconds. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna log in with TikTok. It's authenticating, it's loading, it's done. So you can see that the process to sign in is extremely frictionless. And basically the only thing you have to do is you're just tapping this button and you're gaining points. You can go all the way through. You want to get up as many points as possible. So what you're doing is you're gaining points on this leaderboard. And you can see over here, if you click on the leaderboard, there's definitely some people who really like to tap away. I think that's a 2 billion points. That's insane. So this game was released on November 11th. It is November 22nd right now. It's been a little bit over a week, and you can see that there is quite a few people that are actively playing this game and racking up the points. The game itself is not mind-blowing, but what it's allowing users to do is gain exposure to Solana, and they may not even realize it. If you take a look down here in the bottom right-hand corner, you have a wallet option. When you tap on that wallet option, you can see that a wallet was automatically created on the Solana blockchain for you. Now there's the option to send and receive right over here. So you get a wallet address and you're able to send and receive on the Solana blockchain using the app, and you haven't even installed anything other than use the TikTok app. So this is a great way to get exposure to a whole bunch of new users and bridge them over to the Solana blockchain. So by creating this app on the TikTok platform, they're gaining exposure to possibly 1 billion monthly active users. This whole product launch was completely deliberate, and everything that they're doing right now is very intentional. Chris Zhu is the CEO of Sonic, and he is a former senior product manager from ByteDance. ByteDance is the developer for TikTok. They're the parent company. So it's safe to say that Chris has a lot of knowledge about gaining a user base and transitioning them over from one platform to another. This is a significant boost for not just Sonic SVM, but also Solana as a blockchain itself. One of their main goals is to see how many users they can get from TikTok and bring them over to Sonic SVM. Even if they're able to capture 1% of their monthly active users, that means Sonic is going to be gaining 10 million customers. This game was released on November 11th. Today is November 22nd. It's been about a week and a half since its launch, and they've already gained 1 million users. That is correct. So they've gained over 1 million users in just under 2 weeks. So that's a huge boost to the platform. This is going to drive the use case for the nodes that we've already purchased. And you can see that they're signing themselves for significant growth. I just checked out the status of the node sale. They're currently on tier 11. That's going to cost you about $300. I'm usually floating around their Discord page to see if there's any software updates for the nodes. You can see that the latest note that came out today was around 6 a.m. Nodes will run simultaneously when Sonic Mainnet. As you know, we're in the final test towards Mainnet. So mainnet is around the corner. When I last heard, the token launch is supposed to happen sometime in November. So if everything still goes to plan and the token does get launched this month, I'll make sure I throw it up on X as an update. OKX is the exchange that they're supposed to get listed on. Once that token gets listed, we're in mainnet. That means the software should get released shortly thereafter. And I'll be making an update on how to install the software and get your node up and running. So that's it for this update for Sonic. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.